friends, I am Arpit and I am here with today's analysis. Today is 5th of May and we are going to deal with three very important topics which are in news. The first is artificial general intelligence. Artificial general intelligence is a software or a machine which can think more like humans. The way humans have that abstract thinking capabilities, logical reasoning, responding. So this kind of machines will be more closer to humans. The difference between artificial general intelligence and artificial intelligence is that artificial intelligence is more specific in nature and this is more general in nature. And to be more general in nature, you require higher amount of computing. So this is what the concept is. Next is China's Chang'e 6 moon mission. Now China has launched this mission. This mission will be landing on the far side of the moon, the side which we cannot see, and it is a sample bring back mission. Yes, sample bring back mission is that it will land over there, do the soft landing. Its robot will go collect the samples, then fly back to the Earth. There is also a rover in this particular mission, and rover is developed by Pakistan. This is going to be the world's first sample bring back mission from the far side of the moon. From the near side of the moon, many missions have been there, but from the far side, this is going to be the first one. And next is Swell Waves. Government has issued a warning that there will be swell waves which will be striking the eastern coast of India on Saturday and Sunday. These swell waves happen due to multiple geographical phenomena like movement of the low pressure zone or the gale winds which bring these swell waves. But yes, these are heightened waves which enter the coastal regions and cause destructions over there. This is a, I would say, regular phenomenon on the western coast, Kerala side, because in March swell waves were experienced by Kerala, but this time it is getting experienced by the eastern coast. So let's get started with the first topic, and that is artificial general intelligence. Now, Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, expressed his commitment to invest billions of dollars in developing artificial general intelligence. So billions of dollars are required, first of all, in developing artificial general intelligence. So we can understand this way in such a manner that it can be a bit I would say shocking to you, but yes, in order to understand this artificial general intelligence and artificial intelligence, we can equate yourself. Means you are preparing for UPSC and you study subjects under the heading general studies. And in general studies, you study multiple subjects up to a great length you study. So that is general intelligence which you are gaining. And artificial intelligence you can create or you can equate with the specific subjects in one subject you are doing specialization. Now let's see how this is and how I am equating why I am equating this. What is AGI? AGI refers to a machine or a software that can perform any intellectual task that a human can do. The key word over here is human. Now this includes reasoning, common sense, abstract thinking, background knowledge, transfer learning, ability to differentiate between cause and effect, all these. Now, generally machines fail to do this kind of thinking, abstract thinking especially and all. So, artificial general intelligence will be a machine or a software which will be able to do all these human-like activities. In simple words, AGI aims to emulate human cognitive abilities. This is the broad sense of AGI. Now, the human touch. Human learns through their experiences in schools, homes, elsewhere, and taking people or observing things by reading books, watching television, reading articles, etc. etc. Humans learn like this. The human brain uses this information which has been gathered by the experiences either in the school or by reading or whatever, and then tries to figure out that what kind of, I would say, solution can be there. So this is what human does. Now with AGI, researchers aim to build a software or computer that can do all this, like human-like activities. So this is the concept of AGI. A few months ago, we covered about, AI with emotional intelligence. That is also kind of artificial general intelligence. Now, difference between AI and AGI. The main difference between AI and AGI lies in their scope and capabilities. AI is designed to perform specific tasks such as image recognition, translation, or even playing games like chess, at which it can outdo humans, but it remains limited to its set parameters. There are set parameters, there are set boundaries, and AI will deliver in that. But AGI envisions a broader, more generalized form of intelligence, not confined to any particular task. Now, since you are, I told you that we can equate this with your preparation, that you are a generalized person now, because since you're learning general studies and all, so you can do multiple, I would say, subjects, and you have general information about that. That is, that can be equated to artificial general intelligence. And if you would be doing a course in a particular subject, let's suppose mathematics or environment studies or economics, then that could have been equated to AI. So you are being specific in AI and being more general in AGI. And when you are being more general, you require more amount of hard work, more amount of, I would say, in for the computers, more amount of computation is required. For you, more amount of hard work is required. Now, how can AGI help humanity? It can help in healthcare. It can redefine diagnostics, treatment planning, personal medicine, etc., etc. In finance and business, it can come into picture. In education, it can help you to transform adaptive learning systems that work towards unique needs of the students. So, in these ways, it can help you, but there are certain areas where we are skeptical about the development of AGI. The humongous amount of computation required, because when you are becoming more and more human like, when a machine is becoming more and more human like, more amount of computation is required, and this more amount of computation raises concerns about its impact on the environment. Energy consumption will be more, and generation of e-waste will be more, because computation is more. Why competition is more? Because you need to be more human like. Then, loss of employment, widespread socio-economic disparity it can cause, because it is going to replace humans more and more. Then it could introduce a new security vulnerabilities, means cyber security, and these kind of vulnerabilities we might not be aware about as well. So it might be complicated for us to tackle these kind of vulnerabilities. So this is basically what it is. And humans were to become dependent on AGI, so this will increase dependency of humans on AGI, which is obviously uncalled for. Now, eminent scientists on AGI, so Stephen Hawkins once said that development of full artificial intelligence could spell the end of human race. This is what that great scientist said. Now, AI pioneers Joshua Bengio, Geoffrey Hinton, and Yan Li Chun, these are considered as godfathers of AI. They have often warned us about the catastrophic outcomes of AI. And खासकर ये this AGI, artificial general intelligence. So this is a problem. Now today most thinkers in the field advocate for stringent regulations to ensure that the development of AGI is in line with human values and safety standards. So the people do warn us nowadays, and obviously those warnings should be taken seriously. Now, next is China's Chang'e 6 moon mission. Friday, that is May 3rd, it was launched. And if it will be successful, it is going to be the first sample bring back mission which will be from the far side of the moon. We do not have samples from the far side of the moon as of now. It lifted off from the Wenchang Space Launch Center. 30 minutes after the launch, the spacecraft separated from the rocket and began its 5 day long journey. So it is a 5 day long journey. China is the only country to achieve a soft landing on the far side of the moon. In 2019, Chang'e 4 mission landed on the region and explored the moon's von Karman crater with the help of a rover. So this is basically news, and in this picture we can see the various Chang'e mission. Like we have Chandrayaan 1, 2, 3. They have Chang'e 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is the sixth Chang'e mission. So Chang'e 1 and Chang'e 2 were orbiting missions, means in those only the orbiter was there. Chang'e 3, Chang'e 4 were landing missions, but they landed in the near side of the moon. Okay. Chang'e 5 was a return mission, a sample bring back mission. So it is not going to be the first sample bring back mission of China, but yes, the first sample bring back mission from the far side of the moon, that side of the moon which is not visible to us. So this Chang'e 5 was a sample bring back mission from the side which is visible to us. Chang'e 6 is going to be the sample bring back mission from the far side of the moon. This is the difference between Chang'e 6 and Chang'e 5. Now about the far side of the moon is often referred to as the dark side because it cannot be seen from the earth, not because it does not catch the sun's rays. The moon is tidally locked with the earth. Tidally locked means it is moving with the earth, revolving around the earth. It might not be rotating, so we are not able to see that portion of the moon. The far side has been under the spotlight in recent years as it is different from the near side. It has a thicker crust, more craters, and fewer maria or plains. Now, when the samples will be brought back, I hope that it becomes a successful mission. We will be able to know about, more about that far side of the moon. That is important. Why explore the far side? Basically, two reasons are there. It can help scientists solve mysteries about the origin and evolution of the moon. And second is, far side samples can also give answers to the long-standing question that why is it different from the near side. So it is different. It has a thicker crust and all. All these are things which are proven. But yes, why it is different? What was the origin of the moon? All these questions can also be answered. What will Chang'e 6 do? How things will happen over there? It is a 53-day long mission. After reaching the moon's orbit, the mission's orbiter will circle the natural satellite while the lander will descend into the 2,500 kilometers wide South Pole, which is called as the Aitken Basin. The impact that created the basin, among the largest in the history of the solar system, is thought to have dug up material from the lunar mantle. So these craters and all, these are created on the surface of the moon or any celestial body due to impacts. And this Aitken Basin is a crater which is one of the largest in any celestial body. We will be able to we'll be able to know what created this impact, and after this impact what kind of material have come out from the surface of the moon, and the robot will collect those samples of those materials and will come back to earth. After collecting samples through scooping and drilling, the lander will launch an ascent vehicle which will transfer the samples to the orbiter's service module, and this orbiter's service module will come back to the earth with these samples. This is what the course of action is going to be. Next is swell waves. Swell waves, as the name is suggesting, these are heightened waves. The Indian National Center for Ocean Information Service (INCOIS) has on May 3rd forecasted that high sea waves, also known as swell waves, are going to impact the eastern coast and some portions of the western coast, like areas of Goa, Maharashtra, West Bengal, Odisha, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Lakshadweep, Karnataka, Gujarat, and Andaman and Nicobar Island. So western and eastern coast both are going to be impacted. Now, to forecast swell waves, INCOIS launched Swell Surge Forecast Systems in 2020. This is kind of an early warning system which tells us about the swell waves that they are going to come, and INCOIS issues a warning which can be issued 1 week prior. So here, May 4 and 5 India could experience, and on May 3rd this warning was issued. Now, this is not the first time swell waves are happening in the country. We have an institution for its prediction, so it means that it frequently happens. In March, swell waves led to flooding in several areas of Kerala, which affected Alappuzha, Kollam, and Thiruvananthapuram. Now in Kerala, these swell waves have a different name, so UPSC can ask you that as well. It is called as Kalla Kadal. So this is what are swell waves? They are formed by oceans, and you know when the oceans swell, hence the name swell surge is there. Ocean swell occurs due to multiple factors, not due to the local winds, but due to distant storms like hurricanes or even long periods of fierce gale winds. Now, during such storms, huge energy transfer takes place from air into the water, leading to the formation of very high waves. Such waves can travel thousands of kilometers from the storm center and cause damages in the coastal areas. Are swell waves frequent? Now, states like Kerala experience frequent swell waves, and this waves then travel north to reach the coast in 2 or 3 days. So overall, yes, they are frequent in the country. They have caused damage also, more and more damage in the recent past. The March swell waves were generated after a low atmosphere pressure system moved over the region from South Atlantic Ocean, that is 10,000 kilometers from the Indian coast. These waves travel from very far away distances. This is one such basic feature of these waves. Now, the arrival of the pressure system resulted in strong winds, which led to the formation of swell waves of up to 11 meters in height. And these caused destruction in Kerala and Lakshadweep. So, they are frequent. It is not a rare phenomenon. Now, difference between tsunami and swell waves. So, tsunami is basically a series of enormous waves, and this generally happens due to tectonic activities like earthquakes, which impact the I would say base, oceanic base. They are 10 times faster than swell waves. Tsunamis are 10 times faster than swell waves. But there is one similarity, that both tsunami and the swell waves slow down near the coast. The latter hit the land at 30 to 40 kilometers per hour. So, tsunami hit at 30 to 50 kilometers per hour. But these swell waves hit at a speed which is lower than the tsunami waves. Both of these slow down as they near the coast. This is their feature, similarity. Okay, but still, after slowing down also, tsunamis are at more higher speed than the swell waves. So with this, we are over. We come to the MCQs now. Consider the following statements and mark the correct one. Artificial general intelligence is a human-like machine or software. More computation is required in artificial general intelligence as compared to artificial intelligence. So which among these is true? Very simple it is after understanding, I guess. Consider the following domains and mark how many of them can be impacted by artificial general intelligence. Healthcare, education, finance, cyber security. How many of them? Okay. Only one can be impacted, 2 domains, 3 domains, all can be impacted. Who among the following is not considered godfather of AI? Not considered godfather of AI: Joshua Bengio, Geoffrey Hilton, Yanni Chun, or Stephen Hawking. Sorry. Consider the following statements and mark the correct one. Chang'e 6 is the first sample bring-back mission of China from the moon. China is the only country to achieve soft landing on the far side of the moon. So this is what you have to answer correctly. And the fifth is, consider the following statements with respect to swell waves and mark the correct statement. Swell waves are caused due to local winds. Swell waves travel slower than tsunami. And among these, which statement is correct? So with this, we have come to an end of today's session. I will be meeting you tomorrow now with more such informative news pieces. Till then, you guys very well know what to do. Keep studying, keep reading, keep writing, and most importantly, keep revising. Namaste. Jai Hind.